The first trailer for Conjuring Last Rites, the final Conjuring movie, has dropped. Let's do this.
Don't touch anything. Everything you see in here is either haunted, cursed, or been used in some sort of ritualistic practice. Nothing's a toy. Not even the toys.
How many cases you guys had?
Cases?
My name is Ed Warren, here with my wife Lorraine.
Maybe 1,000.
Every case is different. Every family's different.
Once we start, there's no going back.
Mommy!
Anything can happen. And most likely anything will.
Something's changed. Something's different.
Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. We cast you out! You won't open! By the power of Jesus Christ!
We've been waiting so patiently for you.
Alrighty, real quick before I share my thoughts on it, be sure to join me down below in the comment section. Let me know, what did you think about our first trailer for The Conjuring Last Rites? If you haven't heard my thoughts on the previous Conjuring movies, I have reviewed and covered them through rankings many times before. You can check out my last ranking, I don't know, somewhere around here. I'm going to watch it one more time, and then I'm going to start talking. So, the original Conjuring, as well as the sequel, were two of the most celebrated horror films of the last decade, and just a couple more movies that established James Wan as this truly iconic horror director of the 21st century. And with their success came other sequels, as well as a ton of spin-offs, all of it with varying degrees of critical success as well as acceptance from the fans, but bringing in an enormous amount of money. The third Conjuring film, James Wan didn't direct it, wasn't as well received. I, like some people thought, was way super negative on it. I actually kind of liked the third one, not as much as the first two, of course, but I liked the idea of introducing human bad actors into the mix, people that are using the supernatural and the spiritual as a negative means, kind of the evil version of the Warrens or whatever. I thought that was a interesting new spin to put on the franchise, something different to go with things, place to go with things. But also, by this point in time, it's kind of just starting to feel a little bit played out, that we're now over 10 years into this franchise with so many different movies, and we're still using kind of the same playbook. So the question is, can they close out the Warrens' journey? I don't think there's any chance it will be on a high note or one of the best, but will it be a satisfying, good conclusion to this journey that we'll have been on with them for 12 years by the time this movie comes out? And our first trailer, I can't say that like watching the trailer, it made me lean more into the thoughts of like, okay, this feels a good bit like haven't we seen this before? Like it didn't sell me on what makes this story special. What makes this one a satisfying conclusion? What are we bringing to the table besides more creepy images, more jump scares, more thing runs at the camera, more you think you're looking at this, surprise there's a thing behind it. I feel like we've seen all that before. So I want to, like, I'm a defender of the third Conjuring film. Like, I thought that was a solid entry. I hope that this isn't easily the weakest of the mainline Conjuring films for me. That would be disappointing if that's the way this ended up playing out. Other thing that kind of makes me nervous about all of it is that the director has kind of become the in-house director for the franchise, Michael Chavez, who originally directed The Curse of La Llorona, the unofficial movie that's in the Conjuring universe. Like, it makes overt references to the rest of the Conjuring universe, but also it's not officially part of the franchise, which I don't know what that means or what that's all about. But the guy that did the unofficial movie then, like, has taken over. Where are these still in my ears? Taken over as the guy directing all of the movies of the last, 5 years? Because he did the third movie, he did The Nun 2 a couple years ago, now he's doing this one. And, like, he's competent in having all the things that are supposed to be there, but he doesn't bring whatever that spark that James Wan brings that truly elevates the movies. And I think so much of that is just kind of really getting the humanity of the Warrens, immersing us in a time and a place with people. And when have the world and the characters anchoring you, then all the scary stuff is that much better. And he can deliver the imagery and all the right beats and go quiet and build the tension, and then you think all's good and you turn around and the thing jumps at you or whatever, the thing runs at the camera. He's proficient at delivering the films, but he doesn't have that artistic flair that just out that next level. And maybe it's an unfair comparison because James Wan is one of the top horror directors of the 21st century. He's directed billion-dollar films. Like, James Wan is like a serious director of the 21st century. And then you're kind of dealing with, the guy that took over the franchise that can deliver what they want. The company man for the franchise. And you lose that original artistic flair, the thing that someone showed up and we're going to do something new, and there's an energy to that you found in the first two films that by now it's like a checklist of everything that's supposed to be there. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that the trailer there, it's the first trailer, we're months out from release, and so they just want you to know it's the last one, Warren's last case, creepy imagery, it's classic Conjuring. I'm hoping they're holding back on some of the more specifics so we don't give away too much, and we can that the heart, the Warrens, all of that is still present in there. But to me, like, the Warrens are so much of what actually is what makes the best of the Conjuring movies the best of the Conjuring movies. They feel like real people because they're based on real people and played by great actors. And then this trailer, they're just kind of there with all the creepy imagery around them. So all the other horror franchises that have copied The Conjuring cut trailers like this. So I don't know how anyone else has responded to it. I don't know anyone's reactions. That's my gut reaction coming out of it. I just feel like this lacked the stuff that elevated the best of the franchise, and it felt like, rinse and repeat, more creepy imagery, more exorcism, Bible's on fire, things running at the camera, jump behind the thing stuff. Hope it's awesome. Check out my thoughts on the other Conjuring movies right around here. Keep talking movies and TV too much. Bye-bye.